with diverse flora and fauna, magnificent natural landscapes, and an ecological biosphere that supports life. This wonderful planet is our earthly home. From our animal co-inhabitants to the lush rainforests and life-giving soil, we cherish all these as gifts from the Creator. It is a common theme in the world's major faiths that during our temporary stay here, we should be good stewards of Mother Earth. Throughout the years, Supreme Master Chinghai has shared the message of leading a balanced life while following a spiritual path. Not only must we nourish our spirits, but we share the responsibility to care for nature and our fellow beings. In light of recent scientific evidences which pinpoint the raising of livestock as the #1 contributor to climate change, Supreme Master Chinghai affirms the important message she has noted for over the past 2 decades. We must be vegetarian, meaning an animal-free diet, and practice sustainable living. Today, we present to you, titled The Secrets of Venus, a discussion by Supreme Master Chinghai with Supreme Master Television staff concerning the detrimental impacts of the meat diet on human health, the environment, and ultimately the health of our planet as well as other planets.
Thank you. Please be comfortable. Please be seated. Love you guys.
Love
You're good.
Master.
Yeah.
Oh, you look
Okay.
very beautiful, Master.
Hello.
Hello.
All these good, hard-working people. Yeah.
Beloved Master, we feel so lucky to be blessed by your presence today. Thank you so much for sharing some of your precious time. And we are so grateful for everything that you are doing for the earth and the multitude of beings here.
I can't do it alone. You guys are really great help. Also, all your brothers and sisters, yeah? And the vegetarian outside, the vegan, waterian, fruitarian, solarian, breatharian, etc., as well as the non-vegetarian people. They are also helping a lot now, and they are changing to a vegetarian diet, which is very beneficial to our planet. I'm very happy that you are doing well. I know you're working hard. All these beautiful, exquisite people. My God. I know you wanted to ask me some question long ago, some hot topic, like Venus and all that. But we have been busy, yeah? You know that, right? Yes. And I really squeeze it in so we can have some time together. Maybe, who knows, we can save the planet. Then you can see me every day whenever you want. Yeah. Okay. Tell me. Yeah. We are discussing stuff, right?
Yes, Master, yes.
Right.
We have lots of questions for you.
Yeah, please. Go ahead. I am listening.
Hi, Master. I have the first question.
Yes.
Scientists reported that billions of years ago, Venus could have had oceans like Earth, but they dried up partly because Venus was so close to the sun. Still, the presence of water could have mean that there was physical life there, and scientists believe today that there was microbial life. Was Venus ever like Earth, sustaining life?
Yes, it was. Yes. It was once a beautiful planet. And now it's no more. There's no life up there at all. Not life as we know of, yeah? It's a pity, no?
The beings that were there before, did they look like us?
Yes. Yeah, they did look like us.
So how does it happen that Mars, Earth, and Venus We're all inhabited by humanoid-looking beings like us. Did we have similar ancestors? Thank you, Master.
Yes, we have only one ancestor. That is God, huh? Yes. But some fallen angel. Now, the reason they look similar to us because we had the similar merit, Mars, Venus, and some other planet in our galaxy. In our galaxy only, yeah? Don't ask so too far away, then I will never get out of samadhi. Your question is simple, but I have to check, okay? It takes some time. And also, we have been physically busy for the planetary survival. So I had to sacrifice your request and put it back, up to today. And I tried very hard to get it in today. Yes, okay?
Thank you, Master.
Yes. Tell me, what else?
Mars is known today as the red planet and Venus is boiling hot.
Yes.
Did Venus
Yes.
ever have a landscape similar to Earth with thriving life and green hills, blue seas, or did it have a different landscape?
Yes, they have similar. Our neighboring planet, like Venus, Mars, have similar landscape. Some are more strikingly exquisite, more beautiful. Perhaps if we have time a little later on or your question comes up, I will tell you. Okay?
Okay.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
How technologically advanced were the Venusians before the mass destruction?
Very advanced. Much more than us. Sadly, only technology advancement. Not much else. And that's why. You see, they have been a little bit too materialistic, huh? They have been very proud of their own achievement and pay very little attention to the divine nature of the inner kingdom. They were too proud. They had too much advantages from technology, and they think they are God. Yes? They thought they could do anything they want. In fact, almost physically. Let me see if I have anything there for you. Okay. Go ahead, and then maybe I can tell you some other things.
Was there an enlightened master before the time of the destruction on Venus?
There have been, but they destroyed them immediately. You see, I told you they have been too proud of their material achievement and too arrogant to listen to anyone who talk about something abstract like God or something like value of the inner kingdom or moral standard, etc. Therefore, none of the masters survived. And later, no more master was sent there, of course. Just a few beginning, and they almost terminated them immediately.
Master, how many people practiced spiritually at the time?
How many people? None, baby, none.
Oh my God.
Yes. Sorry about that. This Venus, only, yeah? Yes? Any more questions?
That's it. Thank you, Master.
Welcome.
Master, did the Venus inhabitants have a solution like being vegan before the mass extinction?
No. They know nothing about vegan, about compassion, about the interconnectedness between lives. And that's why they faced such a terrible end. Worse than Mars.
And what kind of disaster occurred on Venus?
Explosive and poisonous gases from livestock as well, and that in turn trigger other gases, from all sides. And then they just explode within a few weeks, like 8 or 9 weeks. Everything was completely destroyed, and they are annihilated because of the big explosion from under the earth, from like a volcanic type, and gas from the ocean, and of course from the animal. They all together exploded the whole planet. The whole population died because of explosive and poisonous gases.
Thank you, Master.
Oh, you are welcome. It's sad.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
There seems to be many planets that have undergone this planet-threatening crisis that Earth is going through due to the eating habits of its inhabitants. Why is meat eating such a hindrance to the evolution of the planet?
Well, you see, only the low-level consciousness of those planets that have inhabitants with low-level consciousness have been destroyed or ruined. Not the high-level one, eh?
Okay.
Of course, there are countless of them. I'm very sorry to say. Maybe I have it here somewhere. Oh. Around 5 billion planets have been destroyed or in similar fate as Venus or Mars, yes.
Thank you. Did Maya instigate this same test over all planets, with the meat-eating habit and the destruction of the planet?
Yes, yes. That's the Maya work, of course. The king of the devils. The chief of the negative force. They want to destroy the children of God. And if people are not listening to the divine intuition and our spiritual guidance, then of course they fall into this trap. Surprisingly, so easy to fall. Yeah.
Understand. Thank you, Master.
You are welcome.
Some of the diseases related to meat consumption and/or production: swine flu, Ebola reston virus. Cured meats and fish increase leukemia risk in children. Antibiotic-resistant superbug infections from a strain of Staphylococcus aureus. Blue tongue disease, E. coli, Salmonella, bird flu, mad cow disease or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, 90% of the population at risk. Pig's disease or PMWS, listeriosis, shellfish poisoning, preeclampsia, Campylobacter, Clostridium difficile, diseases hidden in healthy appearing livestock. Some of the costs of meat eating. Infertility. Eating just one serving of meat per day increases the risk of women's infertility by 32%, with additional meat consumption increasing the risk. Heart disease. Over 17 million lives lost globally each year. Cost of cardiovascular disease is at least $1 trillion a year. Cancer. Colon rectal cancer. Over 1 million new colon cancer patients diagnosed each year, more than 600,000 colon cancer-related mortalities annually. In the United States alone, colon cancer treatment costs about $6.5 billion. Millions of people are newly diagnosed with other meat-related cancers every year. Diabetes. 246 million people are affected worldwide. An estimated $174 billion spent each year on treatment in just the United States. Obesity. Worldwide, 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. Costs $93 billion each year for medical expenses in the United States alone. At least 2.6 million people die annually from problems related to being overweight or obese. Environmental. Use up to 70% of clean water, pollute most of the water bodies, deforest the lungs of the earth, uses up to 43% of the world's cereal, uses up to 85% of the world's soy, cause world hunger and wars, 80% cause of global warming. Plus more.
Some of the costs of milk consumption. Bacterial microbes, pesticides and enzymes found in cheese derived from the inner stomach linings of other animals. Up to 80% of the calories in cheese are from pure fat. Breast, prostate and testicular cancer from hormones present in milk. Listeria and Crohn's disease. Hormones and saturated fat leads to osteoporosis, obesity, diabetes and heart disease. Linked to higher incidences of multiple sclerosis. Classified as a major allergen. Lactose intolerance. plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
And were you ever on Venus?
No. No. But I have been on other Venus. Yeah? Not that Venus. Yeah. There were 4 Venuses in our galaxy. Yeah? They are so named because they are similar. Yes? Similar in size, similar landscape, similar beauty. They call them Venus. Yeah? Okay? Yes. And 2 of them were destroyed. One is destroyed, we still see now, with the hot gases all over on the planet, yes? And all the life is terminated. There's another Venus also destroyed, completely exploded, completely gone to dust in a sudden moment. And now we still have 2 more Venuses, which are very beautiful, much more advanced in technology than our planet. And luckily, on the Venus, yeah, the population up there, only 1/4 of them are eating meat, and also very sparsome. And the rest, yeah, 3/4, they're all vegetarian. Wow. Or vegan. Therefore, they still can have their planet. The other 2 planets, one is still there but boiling hot, and the other completely incinerated by explosive gas.
Understand.
Yeah. Because there are some poisonous gas that has been built up also underneath of the surface of that Venus, the second one. Not the hot one now, but the second one, the exploded one. Poisonous gas has been built up inside the core of that planet. The planet has an empty core inside, and the poisonous gas has also been built up in there, as well as built up in the atmosphere of the planet. And that's why that Venus, I just say the 4th Venus, was completely gone, like dust.
Understand.
Exploded, completely disappear. And the whole planet, not just people.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
Very well. When did the destruction of Venus happen?
Oh, that was billions of years ago, long before Mars. Therefore, no Venus person was there for me to contact. That's why it took longer time for me also. To get all the answer for you. You see, the answers come not from Venus. All the answer that you get right now did not come from Venus itself, did not come from this hot planet. And of course less from the disappeared other Venus. Venus 4, I would call it. In my vision, it's just number 4. And the one we're asking now is number 1, and then the other 2, 3. Yeah, all right. First one and the last one were in trouble. So these answers, I have to come ask Mars people. The Mars elderly help me to get some answer. And then the other more profound answer came not from Mars even, because Mars people cannot tell everything. So some of the questions were answered by Mars elderly. But most of the answer I told you, even for the disappear Venus and all that, came from another source of information. Namely, we have to thank the God of Galaxy Record Library. He keeps all these records. Of our galaxy only, yeah? Yeah. Please don't go too far. We have to meditate too long. Your question seems simple, but I had to work hard. And I don't know which source to contact, because these information don't come from the Akashic Record Library.
Oh.
Yes, these are from the Galaxy Historical Record Library, and no one is able to go inside to check, because I guess it doesn't concern anyone. We can check our record in the Akashic Record Library, but we cannot go into this library to check about our galaxy disappearance or survival. But because the God who is in charge of the Galaxy Historical Record, he was kind and he just let me know the information. So we have to thank him, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, it's a her, sorry. It's a beautiful goddess, yes. Very kind, gentle, yes. Helpful. I also did not know this before, huh? Yes. Thanks to your question and your earnest insight request that I was able to contact this goddess. Otherwise, I did not even think about that. You see what I mean? Yes? I did not think about that. No one can go in there, huh? But she gave me information, and that's just enough for us.
How much time did they have? Did they take any actions, or was it already too late?
It was, yeah.
Well, I think you answered this question, but were there not enough people like Mars to spread the word that it was important to be veg?
No, it wasn't. They didn't have time at all. Within a few weeks' time, the whole planet was destroyed. Yes, destroyed. Because of the poisonous gases, yes, from livestock. Of course, it's trigger other gases, yeah, from the ocean, from the warm ocean. As you know, it's similar to our planetary problem right now. It happened too fast for them. And they did not really have time. They did not really care about this vegetarian diet. They did not really go into any spiritual dimension. Mars was a little better, you see. But this one, no. In this Venus, the hot Venus, even core of the planet was also full now of hot and poisonous gas. So no life can exist. Maybe those microscopic life was useless for us or for any human to dwell there, if you could even get there. The size of the disintegrated Venus is similar to Mars. But the other two Venus are very cool, very good. They have no war at all. And they have less meat-eater population, you see. So more or less, they are balanced with the karmic law, yes. You see, some time ago I said if we have like 2/3 of the planet population vegetarian, then we could have saved the planet too. But now it's too late. Now we need the whole planet population to be compassionate. Vegan would be the best. They also have UFO, huh? Yes. The two surviving planet, they have UFO.
Thank you, Master.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, saves 70% of the total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming, uses 4.5 times less land to grow food, conserves up to 70% clean water, saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land, free up 760 million tons of grain every year, half the world's grain supply, consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production, reduces pollution from untreated animal waste, maintains cleaner air, saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year, stop 80% of global warming. plus more.
Hello, Master.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
¿Cómo está?
Muy bien, maestra, gracias. Gracias a usted. I have a question, but you already helped us to solve it about which planet was first destroyed, either Venus or Mars, and you tell us already it was Venus.
Uh-huh.
However, Venus ever had the chance to get in contact with Mars planet before the disaster occurred?
No. No, they don't contact each other. The two Venuses that has been annihilated or ruined, they have not much spiritual quality. They don't have telepathy, nothing, because they concentrate all on the physical aspect of development. They do not care about spiritual practice. That's why they got destroyed.
I understand. When the disaster happened, did any being survive to the disaster? How did they manage to survive? How many beings were able to survive to the climate disaster?
None.
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 Also
All gone. All gone. Some die immediately. Some die slow and painful death within few weeks. All gone. Man, animals, trees, grass, all. Anything that once existed on this hot Venus planet, all gone in a few weeks' time. And the other planet that I mentioned, the fourth, Venus, it's just completely gone in, minutes. Exploded.
It's very sad.
Very sad, I know. And the main reason for the extinction of the fourth planet was that because they live a very vicious way of life. They don't care about God or any moral standard. Anyone against them or preach something like divine nature or God, they immediately kill them, but in a torturous way, in the cruelest, painful, slowest possible death. This is a terrible, terrible planet. It was a terrible planet, the two Venuses. Though they were very, very advanced, technologically, they're nowhere in spiritual standard and moral standard. Anyone who dares speaks about something that is not materially proven, that person is classified as witches, as whatever name they can call it. I mean, a very worthless person and a bad person, dangerous person. They worry that this kind of person will poison the mind of the planet population. So they destroy them the cruelest way possible in the public so that everybody knows about it and nobody dare even think in that direction anymore. They just concentrate on developing machines, technology, and they had very comfortable life, so they believe in it. They think there's nothing else better than this, better than their heaven at that time.
Understand. It's really overwhelming to know something like that. It's so sad.
Yes, it is. It makes me feel small, no? Because I'm already small, but in the galaxy there's so many things, so many planets, and so much happening. It makes us feel nothing at all, feel very insignificant, less than insignificant.
Thank you ever so much for being in the planet Earth with us.
You are welcome. You're welcome. Welcome.
Save us. Thank you so much.
I have to check with my note. The Martian wise elder answered me only 3 questions, and the rest are from the God of the galaxy record. I'm very grateful to her, goddess. Yeah, actually, they don't care about God or goddess. Just look so beautiful. I think it's a she. Yeah, at least the 2 remaining Venuses, they worship God, yes, but they have only one religion. Make life simple. They all worship God. And the one religion, that is Almighty God. Yes. So there is no fighting between religious differences. Never. At least like that, they're more balanced, yeah? And they have 3/4 of the population are vegetarian, so there we are.
The European Parliament supports reducing meat to lower greenhouse gases.
Reduce your meat consumption or stop eating meat totally.
During discussions on greenhouse gas reduction goals, the Climate Committee of the European Parliament officially recognized livestock's contribution to global warming and recommended a reduction of subsidies to the livestock industry to curb methane.
The European Parliament has adopted its own position on climate change as an institution. And as a Vice President, one of the proposals I have made is in line with your own, which is that we should eat far less meat, because that's one of the major sources of greenhouse gases.
We know that the agriculture and the meat production is one of the main causes of gas emission, and so it's very clear that the ratio per habitant of meat has to decrease.
My name is Jens Holm. I'm a member of the European Parliament. Please, be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, Master. It's a great honor to have you with us today. I'm very happy and very, very grateful. I have 2 questions. Did the people who failed to save Venus have to reincarnate into another planet to make up for their mistake? For instance, as Earthlings in this era facing global warming.
First, let me check if I have any of that information somewhere.
Okay, thank you, Master.
Welcome. Just 1 second. These people, they have been born in a hell-like existence for a long, long time, thousands of years. And then later, after that, they were allowed to be born as humanoid again, but in some very, very frightening planetary existence, where they have to live in constant fear, sorrow, and inner anguish. It's similar to hell.
Will Earth be the last planet to be on the brink of extinction?
No, it won't be the last, honey. As long as we still have cruelty and immoral conduct, especially cruelty, especially killing action between each other or to a lesser, weaker beings like animals. If any planet who have harbor or who practice such a lifestyle, they will also have to face the threat of extinction, like what we are doing right now.
I hope all the planet will awaken soon to be on the right lifestyle.
Yes, you hope. Let's hope our planet survives first. Huh? And then, after that, everyone will be astonished about what kind of invention we will come to be able to experience. And then we can experience other planetary scenery or visit them, or they can visit us also. And
That's
we
wonderful.
can have interplanetary connection. It will be very nice.
Hello, Master. I have 2 questions.
How are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you very much. How are you?
Good, good. What is your question, love?
The critical mass has been reached around March 2009.
Uh-huh. We are getting better, you know. Sometimes I watch television and almost all the television are on the subject of planetary trouble and also on the subject of solution, like vegetarian diet. Yes. Today one of the Russian television flashed one of the advertisements saying that the question, is vegetarian the only solution to save the planet, etc.? And we are forced to be vegetarian due to planetary crisis, etc. I'm so glad. Maybe we can make it. Who knows?
Wow, fantastic.
Good. And then we can come to see the other two remaining Venus.
That would be great.
Maybe. Yes. Then you don't have to ask me so many questions. Your question seems simple. And my answer also simple. But I had to meditate and search the whole universe. And I had to write down whatever I can condense or can translate into human language. And I have to write in a darkness, with a small flashlight, because I don't want to break my concentration and connection, you see? And sometimes it's not always very pleasant for the eyes. Because sometimes when I get it, I cannot try to get my eyeglasses or anything like that. I have to do it quick. See, sometimes I scribble around. I couldn't even read my own writing sometimes. Okay.
Thank you very much. Another question?
How many vegans are still needed to save the planet?
I told you already, the whole planet should be.
Thank you very much, Master.
I don't know if they can be completely vegetarian, all of them, but at least vegetarian. Meaning, suppose if they have some cows as their pets, the cows, sometimes give extra milk, then of course they're allowed to take them. But I am afraid saying that there might be a loophole, They will say, okay, we will have like 100,000 cows as pets, then we go back to zero. I am just hoping that all the people became honest and truly want to save their own lives as well as the lives of their children. I ask all the gods, all the angels, all the divine intelligence to come down on this planet and to help us to awaken humankind, because time is pressing and we don't have enough manpower. Honestly, like that. Because our group is very small, so I pray day and night, ask them to materialize themselves, use their power to influence people, to reason with people, wake them up, so they will be vegetarian quick. And, of course, they are helping us, yes? We have to thank them as well, yes. The gods and goddesses and the angels, they materialize themselves for a short period of time on earth and talking with someone or helping them to awaken. I do hope that with divine intervention, we might be able to save the planet, because it takes too long for my liking.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
Wow, just so much blessing we have. My first question is, how many physical planets vegetarian?
Oh, plenty, of course, yes.
Oh, wow.
As many as non-vegetarian planets, there are also as many vegetarian planets.
Okay.
It's countless. Our galaxy alone, there are countless already, yes. And these vegetarian society planets, they are more advanced than us, yes. They even have a traveling belt, You just wear a belt on your waist like this, and then when you want to go somewhere, just push a button.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, very cool. Push a button and then you just fly, Yes.
Thank you so much.
That is just one of the so-called invention of their planet. There are much more that we could never dream of. But we will have it. We will have all that and more if our planetary population became more compassionate, more calm, more developed inside, through calmness, through meditation, through vegetarian diet, through compassion. People do research and they recommend, they say that meditation calms the mind, make your heart open and more compassionate, more intelligent even, see? Yes. But vegetarian diet will lead people there, because there's no much calmness, no much result comes from meditation if we are not compassionate. Even if we could have more intelligence through meditation without the vegetarian diet, then we don't have enough compassion, you see? Then we will use our power in a very destructive way. It won't be any good. We probably just earn some merit, physical merit, just like those on the first and the fourth Venus planet, who probably had some merit in the past life, through meditation or through some contemplation, but without developing a compassionate side to balance it. Therefore, they reborn in Venus with all the merit they got, all the intelligence that they've got, but lack compassion. They kill anyone who talk about compassion, who talk about God, who talk about moral standard. Immediate, but, prolonged and painful death. Therefore, they could not survive.
Wow. I can't wait for the day when everybody is just happy and they never have to wake up to fear another day of sadness.
I know. Me neither. Sometimes I thought I could not even bear one more second, not to talk about
Thank you so much.
Another day.
Vegetarianism and religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that in the beginning of creation God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings on some aspects of health and healing. Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra. Also, after the birth of the baby, care must be exercised not to kill any animal in order to feed the mother with meaty delicacies, and not to assemble many relatives to drink liquor or to eat meat, because at the difficult time of birth there are innumerable evil demons, monsters, and goblins who want to consume the smelly blood. By ignorantly and adversely resorting to the killing of animals for consumption, they bring down curses upon themselves, which are detrimental to both the mother and the baby. Ksiti Sutra, Chapter 8. Be careful during the days immediately after someone's death, not killing or destroying, or creating evil karma by worshipping or offering sacrifice to demons and deities, because such killing and slaughtering committed, or such worship performed, or such sacrifice offered, would not have even an iota of force to benefit the dead, but would entwine even more sinful karma into previous karma, making it even deeper and more serious, thus delay his rebirth to a good state. Karma means retribution. Ksiti Sutra, Chapter 7.
Cao Dai, the most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity, meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes. I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism.
Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore, you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adalila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been specially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Chitrakartanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism, those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh, and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts, and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism, do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field, tract of the quiet way.
Tibetan Buddhism, the offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure, the supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism, those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did, and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now. But we just have to be patient and pray. You guys, all the people have to pray for divine intervention. Pray to all the gods and goddesses. Pray to all the merciful angels that they come down, materialize themselves somehow, because they can. They can. They cannot stay forever, of course, nor do they want to stay forever. But I told you already in some other time that the god and goddesses from different higher level could come down to earth and manifest themselves for a certain period of time. It depends on from where they come and for what purposes. So I have requested them, I have prayed to all of them, please come down and help us. We really need you all right now. And I do hope that it works, because they did come down. So don't be surprised if in the supermarket you bump into some nice-looking boy and look like you could fall in love with him or something. Please don't. He might disappear in 1 or 2 weeks and leave you heartbroken.
Thank you so much, Master. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
My second question is, has there ever been a time in our solar system when it was a community of planets and we were interacting with each other as the same on Earth?
Oh, yes. Of course. Yes. That was a long time ago. Long time ago. We had interplanetary connection and all that.
Then what made it stop? What was the change that made it not happen anymore?
Well, we degrade ourselves into material, greed, cruelty, ignorance, forgetful of our divine nature, and just plunging into material depth. So the more we go down, the more we go down. And so that's why we arrive at what we are right now. And I do hope people truly wake up on time. Otherwise, that's it. That's that.
Thank you so much for your time, Master. And I think we all believe that having you over here, we're definitely going to save this planet. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Let's hope so, eh? Yes, let's hope so. And you do pray, okay?
Yes, Master.
You can pray to Master Power in time of emergency. You can pray to Master Power for liberation in this lifetime. But for our planetary problem, we have to pray to all the divine power up there, everywhere, around us, above us, under us, if you will. We have also divine people with power who lives under us as well, under the earth crust, yes, deeper in the middle of the earth or a little deeper under the crust of the earth. We have to pray to all these divine beings.
Yes, Master.
to help us in some way, you know, because we are in a physical dimension. So we have to pray to them, request them, invite them to come into our planetary physical existence. And no matter how short the time they can come and then they leave and then they come back and leave. You know, it's like visa expired. And please come back again, you know. We always be glad to extend the visa indefinitely. But the thing is, it's not all of them who'd like to come down. I have to beg and pray and request. And we don't blame them, do we? Yeah? Who like to come down here, especially when the house is on fire? Huh? But we need them. So do pray with me, okay?
Yes, Master. Yes.
We need another 60%, you know, more or less 60% vegan population, eh? We have about 40-something now. It feels very reachable, right?
Yes, Master.
Hello, Master.
Hello. Yeah.
I have a question about the swine flu that is spreading on planet Earth right now. I would like to know that are those planets who were destroyed in the past, like Venus or Mars, have they been experiencing such pandemics like swine flu?
Oh, yes. And more. Yes. And swine flu is nothing yet, baby. We will experience worse than that if we don't change our way of life. If we don't turn around and walk in the opposite direction, then we are heading toward destruction of all kinds. You see, planetary warming, yes, methane gas from all sides now, not just from livestock, but because the livestock is trigger methane gas from all sides, from the riverbed, from the permafrost, from the bed of the ocean, from the mountains, from the dying forests. Do you understand? And even living forests, alive forests, if the atmosphere is too hot, the forests also cannot absorb CO2. And they could even release CO2 themselves as well. So we are surrounded by trouble. There's only one escape route that I have told you already. I wish there are several. It's only one. Be veg. That's the path to go. Then maybe we still can have time. Yeah.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
I have another question.
Please do it.
Is there a certain quality that determines which planet a soul can incarnate to?
Yes. Yes. There's a standard for humans and animals and all beings alike that we have to adhere to or live up to in order to be reborn in more favorable planet or worse planet or maybe hellish existence, which is only suffering. Our planet is half and half, see? We have sometimes suffering, sometimes happiness. In some part are very, very heavy burdened with the bad karmic retribution. The people suffer too much. In some place, people are okay. But okay for how long? You see, that is another question. Some people are okay for now, but if they overspend their past life merit and do not build up more present for the future good merit, then they will not be okay after a while or after this lifetime. Yes?
And I like your dress very much too.
Ah, merci. Because you are French. French people, they love fashion.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
I have some questions about the sun and the moon. But before I ask that, you mentioned something very interesting about the two Venuses.
Yes.
And I was just wondering, you said that you were there, so was it through your presence and guidance and grace that they were able to survive?
Ah, you asked me to praise myself or something?
No, I mean,
I'm very shy about that. Even when people praise me, I am all blushing already. You ask me about this stuff. Well, think about it for yourself, okay? I'm only happy to serve anywhere. Yes.
Was Master doing the same thing over there as you are doing right now?
I'm doing this job life after life. It's just like a lifer, like I can't quit. Wherever I go, I'm assigned a similar job. Some places are more pleasant because people are less obstructive, yes, less karmically burdened. Some places are very heavily burdened. If it's too heavy, then I won't be sent there. I am not allowed to go there. Not allowed, not like I don't have the power to go there. It's just the bad karmic build-up from the people. We cannot do much. We have to respect the karmic law of the universe as well. For example, in hell, you cannot go there and preach to people. Why? They're suffering too much. They won't listen at all. And they could not even pray down there. They don't think of praying. You understand me?
Yes, Master.
Okay. Imagine sometimes when you're in very deep sorrow, like just heartbroken or something, you could not even think straight. You sit in front of TV, but you don't watch anything. You open the newspapers, you don't see what's printed there, etc., etc. Similarly, if a planet has such a dense atmosphere and a very low spiritual consciousness, then even if any master go there, it will not do good. You see what I mean?
Yes, Master.
Not like heaven is not merciful and not send master anywhere where suffering needed and all that. It's not like that. But they won't listen. It would be no use. On the contrary, they might even torture, kill the master, like some of us human did long time ago, with the master like Jesus or Prophet Muhammad. They chased him all over, persecuted him and his followers, etc., etc. Because at that time, maybe our planet, some population, had still been not elevated enough. So if a planet has so much dense consciousness, then the master won't go there. Huh?
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. But they will have a chance. They will have a chance. Once they've been cleaning, they're suffering long enough, then their soul will be awakened and look for something more worthwhile. Yes, more of divine nature. At that time, they will be reincarnated in some more favorable situation so that they have a chance to study with a master or a spiritual teacher of some kind. But it takes long, long time. Sometimes thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of years for such a soul to awaken themselves if they have done such a grave sin and denying God while living. You happy with my answer?
Yes, thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else you wanted to share with us about those two Venuses?
Oh, they're beautiful. They're very exquisite. Lustful, yeah? Beautiful. And the temperature is always nice. Make you healthy, happy. Very little quarrel between each other. Yes. And even the 1/4 of the people who eat meat up there, they know they're wrong. Even they eat meat, but they repent all the time. And they're trying to minimize all the time, as much as they can. So the atmosphere is very conducive to a comfortable living. Yes. They have all necessity, technology and transportation, like email and stuff. Our email and internet system here are just kindergarten compared to theirs. Yes? And they have UFO, of course, ne?
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Could you please tell us more about life and the beings on our sun and moon?
Oh. Sun and moon, there is no beings. In the moon, even if you go there, they're only spiritual beings. And the moon itself is a spiritual, great being. Same with the sun. The sun is a great, 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 great spiritual being who manifests himself to help our planet, to nourish all beings on our earth So we always have to thank the sun. In the ancient time, people worship the sun god, and for that reason as well. He is beautiful, beautiful inside. He loves us all the time, no discriminating, always love, love, love. And whenever you look up to the sun, you feel only love, love, love. And if you have time to sit in the sun sometime, you feel happier, no?
Yes. Yes, Master.
That's why in summer, people feel very happy, happier than in winter, because it's due to the plentiful sunshine. Yeah, plenty sunshine. And it's not because the sun doesn't love us in winter. It's just that the absence of his presence makes us forget the happiness within us. You see what I mean?
Yes, Master.
But if we are smart and if we concentrate enough, then we think of the sunlight. That also be sufficient. Even though the sun doesn't appear, the sun is hidden behind the cloud, but you must have a presence of mind enough to know that there's a light of sun all over the planet, even at winter time. Then you're also connected with the sun. Then you feel also loved. Maybe less reminded, like in summer. Less warm, but it's not always the case. Yes, if we remember the sun, we'll be happy. The sun is a fifth level being, huh? From the fifth level, yes.
Wow.
The moon beings are spiritual beings, so would they be able to travel here on Earth to see us? Or have they ever?
Yeah, if they want to. Yeah. The sun has also beings in it, huh? But not physical beings. The beings in the sun also help the great being of the sun to protect our planet, to help all things to grow, and to send us happiness. All they do is just send us bliss and happiness and love. They exist just for that. Yes. And the moon beings, they are also beautiful. They also love us very much. I've seen the moon smile at me many, many times, and I even have witness. And he's still alive. The witness is still alive. Oh, truly, the moon smiled at me, so many times. And long, long time, not just a few seconds or a few minutes. Yeah. She smiled as long as I sit there. And, my attendant saw it too. And we were just sitting there and looking at the moon and felt so happy. Yes, yes. But when I say looking at the sun and be happy, please don't try to do it in midday or something, okay, huh? If you have to sit in midday, please sit in the shade, okay? Especially summer. Because maybe your skin is not accustomed to such a heat, huh? Okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, we do. We do have to feel humbled. We do. Look, the little trees. I have little leaves. He stay in the sun all day. The whole hot summer. He never get burnt. You see, the olive trees, the leaves are so tiny, like my little finger here. Never get sunburned. And we, the big guy and, smart, intelligent humans and this and that. I sit in the sun just a few minutes. Oh, I'm burned. Oh, sun cream. Quick. All over, the body and still feel burnt. Yeah, we should feel humble a little bit, no?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
What do they think about our current situation with climate change? The sun and the moon beings?
What do you think they think, huh? No? You can answer this question, no? You think about that question, okay? Like a koan for you. All right. Any more questions?
Yes, Master. Are there any messages from them?
Be veg, go green. How about that?
Thank you, Master.
They love us so much, and they're doing what they can. Their job is to make us happy, okay? Their job is not to worry about our planetary crisis. Because as soon as they start worrying, they won't be happy anymore. And they will not radiate this happiness to us. You understand?
Yes, Master.
They're doing their job perfectly already. We always have to be thankful to the sun and the moon and the stars. They're all great beings, all great beings. They're there to make us happy, happy. Yes.
Wow, thank you.
And remind us of the glories of heaven. Glorious heaven. Yeah, shining, beautiful heaven.
Thank you, Master.
Welcome, love.
Hi, Master.
Yes? Hi.
Hi. Thank you for talking about the sun. Actually, I really enjoyed watch the sunset.
Yeah, that's good. Sunset and sunrise is a good time to watch, not midday. Yeah.
And one time I had an experience. We were watching the sunset, and suddenly I tell her, did you see that? And she said, yes, they are telling us hi.
Yes.
It was like seeing all the hands saying hi, hello.
Yes, tell you, they're loving and they're kind. They bring us happiness all the time, all day, all night, 24/7.
Yes, that's true. It was very beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So kind. Yes, so kind. Yes. Good, huh? I have proof now, huh? Yes. And?
I have some questions about UFOs.
Tell me.
Supreme Master TV, we heard the news about how more people are reporting UFO sightings this year. Why is that?
Because they worry. These UFO, they came from us. I told you there's some more advanced beings that live underground. Yes, I told you long time ago, no?
Yes.
They came from down there and came up because if our planet is in trouble, say like engulfed by gas and all that, they will also be in trouble. Maybe lesser degree. It depends on how much trouble we have in here. They will have also problem down there. So these UFO are homemade, huh?
Oh. And are there UFOs from Venus who come to visit us?
No, they're not interested.
Oh. Are there many UFOs from the people underground?
Yeah.
Do they have a message for us?
Oh, they do. Well, I guess I have said somewhere before, but of course they wish that we have peace with each other. Yes. And with all beings all around us. Because that's the only way to live our life.
Yes.
But of course they cannot interfere, huh? They know the karmic consequence. They know the karmic pattern that whatever we have done, we will have to pay for it, good or bad. So they will only stand by and watch. Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Are you happy with my answer?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Master. And you always more beautiful.
You are beautiful. And you guys get more, like well-kept and full, and happier. Yes.
Yes, we are very happy, Master. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you're happy there. All of you are good. Try so hard to work.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. You're welcome so much.
Hi, Master. Will the time for living as Breatharian come soon, at least for spiritual practitioners?
No, not so soon. It's not requested by heaven. As long as you are vegan, we can save the planet already, and heaven is happy. We cannot leapfrog too quick because of the habit or pattern of humankind. Yes? I wish it would be like that, but it's not that necessary. It would be better, of course, if all become breatharian. Yes.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
I'm happy
Beautiful
to see you again.
Arabian night.
Thank you. Master,
Princessa.
why have so many masters been born in the Middle East? Like Jesus, like Muhammad, like Moses, like Abraham.
Many,
all of them. I don't know, all the masters.
Yes. Understand? There have been masters all over the planet, yes, over centuries. It's just in some countries they have a system of recording. In some countries they did not. Okay? Yes. That's that. Huh?
Thank you, Master.
You see, for example, I'm just telling you an example. Yeah?
Yeah.
It also depends on the disciple enthusiasm also, you see? For example, Buddhism, yeah? It spread all over China and Asia, yes?
Yes.
Because the Buddhist disciples at that time spread out, okay? And recorded his teaching. They had good record machine, namely called Reverend Anand at that time, yes? That's a big computer that the Buddha had. So he recorded all the teaching of the Buddhas and then store it in India where there has been reverence and respect for spiritual masters. So they keep it well at that time. No war, no destruction, you see? So they can keep all these records. And later on, they spread, some of them go to China. And then the Chinese has a monk called Xuan Zhuang. And he happened to be a prominent monk. Namely, he was a brother, not blood brother, not biological brother, but sworn brother of the king at that time. So the king sent him to India to request all this beautiful sutra that has been housed in India at that time. So Xuan Zhuang was also lucky, went through all over in peaceful country, and of course had the blessing of the king and had his power. So he was successful in bringing back all the Buddhist sutra and translate it into Chinese. And of course China was a powerful kingdom. And of course the king believed in Buddhism. The whole country believed in Buddhism. Yes? And then from China it spread all over. China at that time, it's like the main kingdom for all the country around. All the country around China has to offer their tax or everything every year and had to recognize China as the main power, as a big brother power. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Therefore, Buddhism spread all over. Huh? Whereas, for example, Jainism or Sikhism doesn't spread anywhere. Not because Sikhism is inferior or Jainism was inferior to Buddhism. It just has no instrument. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. Or might not have enough disciples to think of, to go, the situation is different. The development is different. Therefore, you see, Jainism is exactly just like Buddhism. Yes? Sikhism also help people to do good. We know that because I told you guys to give the extract of the different religious teachings so that people can have a comparative study through our television. You know that, yes?
Yes.
So for Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, they are the same. The main principle is the same. But Buddhism spread all over Asia. Jainism didn't. Sikhism did not too much. You see what I mean, honey?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, all right. So every country, every period of time, there are also masters. Not just in Middle East. It's just probably the recording system that time wasn't very, very favorable. That's all, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Master. My second question is, why in this region constantly in turmoil? Will we soon see the day when there will be peace in the Middle East?
When we are more at peace on our table, everywhere, then there will be peace on earth, okay? Not just in Middle East, but everywhere. Middle East is not the only trouble, warlike region. Everywhere else you look. Yes? Everywhere else.
Yes, Master.
It's just smaller or bigger, yes? And some region more magnified and more enduring war. And some regions just breaking here, breaking there, yeah? But as long as we don't have peace on our table, there will be no peace on earth. So that's why the vegetarian diet is the beginning of peace on the planet.
Yes, Master.
Yes. I wish your country all the best, though. Of course, you know that. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, they are changing now. there are many people from Jordan, they became vegetarian.
Yes, that's why I asked you guys to air all these countries' culture.
Thank you, Master. Thank you for all what you are doing for the Middle East, for all the people in the world. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Especially for the animals. I'm happy that we are saving the animals.
Yes, we are doing that, love. We are. And thanks to you, thanks to all of you, your diligent effort. Very, very, very big help. Yeah, all of you. All of your work are bearing fruit. So please, have my gratitude as well and continue, okay?
Yes, Master.
Hi, Master. I have a question about Iran. Because you said it's not a big problem only there, but there are also problems everywhere.
Yes. You're Iranian, of course you're concerned about Iran.
Exactly. That's why.
It's all right, love. Tell me.
Would you please shed some light on the situation in Iran? Would help the Iranian people? Would you please say something about the current situation in Iran?
I am very troubled. I'm very, very sad about some unpeaceful developments over there.
Yes.
It also took me by surprise. Yeah? Took me by surprise. And I love your people. I think you can feel that.
Yes, and they love you very much.
Not just your people, of course, but of course I love people who are in more trouble. Yes? And it makes me toss and turn a lot. But I pray for your country, but I want your people to have more peace within themselves and more trust in Allah. Yes? Everything is temporary. Even the worst situation is temporary. The more we struggle, the worse it gets. And it results in more suffering and bloodshed and division between your people. Just let it be in God's hand. If we want to change outside situation, the best thing is to change from inside. Yes? We have to have peace within ourselves first. We have to have peace with other beings on the planet. And then peace will be in our home and in our country. Now, we all have to regulate what we own to the society in the karmic pattern. Overall, I think Iran is a freer country than many other countries. Don't you say? Yes. You know why I know that? If you look at other countries, it could be worse. One thing, I told you already, the outside situation is a manifestation of our inner state of self. Yes? Okay? And the whole country's situation is a manifestation from inner self of this national population. Mm-hmm. Yes? So the population as a whole share the karmic connection. Yes? So even though sometimes we are innocent, we also are dragged into a bad karmic whirlpool of the collective mass. Yes? Now, I just think the Iranian people should have more patience. Yes? Whatever the situation, we should make the best of it. We should be thankful that Iran has peace in the whole nation. Yes? Because they have peace. Therefore, there are many extraordinary inventions have happened in Iran.
Yes.
Recently, I heard they even are making artificial lung right now. I have not heard that before. Heart, we heard about it, but lung is difficult. Now they are making it already in Iran. Many other extraordinary inventions came from Iran. And I'm very, very proud of your people. They're so smart, you know? And also they have peace within the country. So it's better we keep this peace first. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Like if a president has been voted in favor, more than the others, then let it be. Let it be. Yes? There's a song of Beatles called Let It Be. Let it be. Yes? As long as the country have peace, at least we can build up something. Yes? I learned a lot about Iran. I think it's a freer country than many other countries many other countries would envy Iran. Because I've seen some of Iranian disciples can come to see me. That's number one. That means the government is relaxing. I don't know how relaxed, but, some country could not even go out. Huh? Mm-hmm. Before. And now I've seen some footage on TV, different TV. I saw Iranian girl, they wear jeans and they wear tight shirt and all that. They don't have to cover their face all the time. And they go to college in jeans, they walk on the street in jeans. I don't mean jeans are beautiful more than what you wear. I don't mean that. But at least there's a freedom of choices. And I saw on TV that the Iran girl nowadays go a lot to do their nose job or whatever, plastic surgery, and not very expensive. And Iranian music is very modern, popular and stuff. I just look here and there, and I think that your country is doing fine.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
War of any kind is never a solution. War is never a solution, no matter what manner. Because some people sometimes you want to just voice your opinion peacefully, but some bad people come in and mess it up and make it more bloody for their own benefit. And in the end, only the poor, innocent people suffer. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I would like your people to have more peace within themselves, more trust in Allah. Yes, in the Bible it says that not even one hair that falls down is out of His will. You understand me?
Yes.
Everything works according to His will. I hope you people trust more in God. Because the more we resist the situation, the more tension build up. And I don't know how much more trouble it will be. Do you understand me?
Yes.
We should look in the whole nation as a family, yes? And maybe some members in the family are not to your liking or maybe behaving in some way that is not favorable. But we have to be patient, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We have to be patient. Better than suffering, bloodshed, division, and war within the country. You've seen it yourself. Many countries have civil war, the brother against brother.
Yes.
I have nothing to gain from your country. I'm just telling you because you asked me. Because I wish peace on your country. Only in peace can we develop anything that is beneficial to the citizens of the nation. Only in peace can we talk, nicely on the table. Only in peace can we have enough mental power to think of what to do next in the future for the whole benefit of the country. We are in the habit of wanting everything, but this world is not a place for us to have everything we want on the plate, because we have to earn it, we have to create it. Heaven is our own making, yes?
Yes, yes.
So take whatever God arranged, even if you think it's not proper. Who knows? Who knows what is proper in the heavenly plan? Yeah?
Yes. Okay.
Yes. I love your people. I love them all. I hope you just take my opinion as just an humble opinion of an outsider, of a very objective outsider, yes, who has no interest to gain, nothing to lose, even in your country's affair, yes? But I love your people, truly. God knows that. Now, you see, in your country, it's really very good already. For a strict Muslim country, many countries are more strict. I heard the people are being lashed all the time, or a lot of time, because of wearing a little jean in the public or wear trousers in the public. In Iran, they run around with jean, tight jean. And sometimes a skirt or that. And nobody has been lashed for wearing jeans. Please, remember all this. This is a very, very good sign already. Of course we want more. We always want more. Everybody want more in every country. But we have to take it easy, okay?
Okay.
We have to take it easy. And no matter what government, we have to fully support. We have to fully support. Otherwise we get nowhere. Struggling, fighting, we get nowhere. We never progress with war and fighting. You see, you never heard in Iran that people get lost wearing trousers. In some countries, you wear trousers, you get lost. So don't just look at Iran and criticize. Be constructive, not always criticizing. Any government, we have to work fully with it. Remember, Americans, last time the voting season, between now President Obama and Senator Clinton? Yes. Hillary Clinton? Yes.
Yes.
They are both almost, like neck to neck in popularity. But at the end, only one of them should be running. Otherwise, the Democrat voting will be too divided. And then they might lose it to the other candidate of the other party. Do you remember?
Yes, Master.
So they sit together, talk together, and Hillary Clinton got out. And not only she got out, she went all out of herself to support President Obama. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and yes, we can, she said. Yeah, at that time, not many of her followers really want this situation, because looked like she could be also winning. But you see what I mean? They put the interest of the nation first. Yes?
Yes.
They united together to show the world that we are grown up.
Yes,
Master. That we are Americans. That we work for America. We don't work for personal glory, gain, or lose. Do you understand?
Yes, Master.
That is what I call great statesman or woman. Otherwise, we get nowhere, okay?
Yes, Master.
Right. Okay, any more questions, Loving?
Just a question about Iranian initiates. Can they bring the level of consciousness up somehow higher with their meditation,
sure.
with their practice?
Sure, if they have enough people.
And erase some collective bad karma, maybe? Is it possible?
Yeah,
for
sure.
them?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Sure, yes. It's already much better. In a former time, not long ago, Iran was in a tight spot, no?
Yes.
A war was almost breaking out.
Yes,
between big power even,
Yes.
or neighbors. They're getting better. Would just give your government some time, okay? Give them some time. They need time and support. They don't need too much criticism and opposition, because even good government cannot work in this kind of situation. Give them a chance, okay?
Okay.
The whole government is good. You have to trust in the whole system of government, okay?
Okay.
Yes. I told you the story. I tell you again, okay?
Yes.
Tell you again, for your people. I don't know what I'm saying before would incur any disfavor from your people or not, but as a spiritual person, a spiritual practitioner like yourself, I uphold the truth, yes?
Yes, Master.
And I have to tell the truth at all cost. Just like we told that meat eating and alcohol no good, drug no good, and cigarette no good, yes?
Yes, Master.
Some of the tragic tolls of alcohol. 2.3 million alcohol-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of alcohol-related illnesses. $186.4 billion in the United States. Up to $210 to $665 billion globally.
Disease. Higher amounts of alcohol increase the cancer risk. Even half a glass of wine daily increases the risk of mouth or throat cancer by 168%. Cancer of the liver, breast, colon, esophagus, rectum. Liver disease. Cardiovascular disease. Metal toxicity. Brain damage. Amnesia and dementia. Brain shrinkage.
Organ failure. Heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, pancreas, eyes.
Birth defects, mental retardation, fetal alcohol syndrome, stunted growth, facial deformity, sudden infant death syndrome, miscarriage.
Alcohol-related violence. Child abuse, 50% of cases. Violence toward loved ones, 30% of cases. Violent acts, 40 to 80% of cases. Suicides, 20 to 50% of cases. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Some of the tragic tolls of addictive drug abuse. Over 200,000 deaths each year. Costs of $181 billion each year in the United States. $33 billion in the UK. Lifetime cost of current drug addiction amounts to $575 billion in the UK. Harmful effects: brain damage, stroke, heart disease, liver disease, tuberculosis, emphysema, cancer, depression, suicide, permanent memory loss, mental illness, higher infant mortality, increased crime and violence, impotence. Crime and violence. Illegal drugs are a factor in 50% of burglaries in the United Kingdom each year. In the U.S., 60% of people arrested each year have been taking illegal drugs. 650 heroin addicts in the U.S. committed 70,000 crimes in a 3-month period. Social costs. U.S. businesses lose $100 billion per year due to employees' drug and alcohol abuse. Australians pay $53 billion per year for healthcare, law enforcement, and lost productivity of drug users. Environmental costs. Every gram of cocaine produced destroys 4.4 square meters of rainforest, with 300,000 hectares of rainforest lost each year to cocaine production. Death. 52 people die each day due to drugs in the U.S. In Canada, substance abuse is attributed to 21% of total deaths and 23% of potential life years lost due to early mortalities. Plus more. For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco. 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of smoking-related illnesses, $96 billion in the United States alone. Light and mild cigarettes just as harmful. Causes cancer and diseases in animal companions. Speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease, coronary thrombosis, cerebral thrombosis, kidney failure. Cancer, lung cancer, esophagus cancer, kidneys cancer, bladder cancer. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis. Stroke, impotence, additional harms for secondhand smoking. Childhood arteriosclerosis leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome, infertility, miscarriages and premature deliveries, childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection, cleft lip or palate, hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys, circulatory problems in women. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Now I tell you a story to illustrate my point. Long time ago, yeah, there was a country that experienced one dictator after another, or one tyrant after another, yes? And there was the last one, the one that is existing, seemed to be the worst one compared to all the previous one. But there was one old lady who had been living through these dynasties of tyrants, going to the temple every day and praying for the present tyrant to live long, as long as possible. People hated her, you know. Some scolded her and asked her why she's like a traitor of the country. The whole country is hating this dictator and tyrant And she's the only one go to the temple and go to the church every day to pray for his longevity. And why? So she explains, she said, well, when I was younger, there was a tyrant. And we all feel that he's very bad. And I pray for him to be down. And then he was down quick. And then came another one. Was then the one that I prayed to be down. And then I prayed for him to be down also. And then he was down with him. And then another one came. It was then the first two. And then now we have this one, because I also pray that the third one also down with him. Yeah, I pray to heaven to punish him, make him disappear. And then he disappeared, and this one we have now, the fourth. It was than all three previous ones. So this time I don't dare to pray down with the dictator anymore. I pray for him to live long. Because I'm afraid if he's down, maybe another one come worse than this one. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes we have to pay. Sometimes we have to undergo fire. Sometimes we have to pass the test of heaven. So whatever it is, let it be. We can only do it all in peace and patience. Yeah, understand?
Yes, Master. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And maybe one last question.
Yes?
What is needed to have a bright future for my country?
As your people has to change.
Okay.
Change in the way of Allah. Study the Quran and practice the Quran. We have picked out many of the sayings of the Prophet, yes?
Yes.
Heaven will bless the one who is merciful to all beings, to others. You see what I mean?
Yes, yes, Master.
We have to stop the killing of animals. And of course of our own people, at any cost. Because killing will beget killing again and again. And heaven is not pleased when we treat each other or treat the animals or any lesser being in an unmerciful way. If we want mercy, we have to be merciful. If we want a bright future, we have to offer that to others. Whatever we want to have ourselves, we first have to offer it. If you want apples, we have to plant an apple tree. Somebody has to plant it. At least we have to earn the money enough to also buy it. Okay?
Yes, Master.
In this physical world, we have to earn everything. And the best thing is to earn it by virtue and spiritual merit. But it's all in the Quran already.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Be good to stranger. Be a good guest on earth. Yes? Be merciful to all creatures. Oh, Ali, don't eat meat. Don't eat meat. Yes? Understand me?
Yes, yes.
I know that those main points the Prophet had told people, not just for Iranian people, but this principle can apply anywhere, that people have to change from inside, have to live according to the way of heaven, have to study the Quran more and apply those principles to daily practice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Master. Thank you very much.
Welcome.